See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round-the-way girl to live in. Showtime, Mythica Pop.
It's week 12 of the 2022 season, and we'll see Quay Walker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing first play is Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Byron Jones getting to him from the secondary. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Foreman in last week's contest. 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 27th, Lance. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Foreman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. They run again with Foreman. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. And going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families will go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Right back to him on first down. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Foreman. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Foreman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. It's Eckler again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Herbert on first down now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that's going to make it fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. And Lance now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Lance again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will take out in this 1st half. So we're past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Foreman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense. Point try now for Crosby. It's good to make it 17-7. Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Lance going to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him run through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point. And they make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take... the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Caught out right by Renfro. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Here's Herbert. It's gone back up. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And this time he is in. Yes. Austin Eckler. Touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. The lead is now 24. So that lines up a 7-play drive on total. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made. Not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it can get going. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw. Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again, it's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Giants' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Play action. Now it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From midfield, here's Lance. Open man is Palmer. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On first down, Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Foreman. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Lance. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When we see another pitch and catch there to the running back, this position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Deontay Foreman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Cowboys,